we really taking this shit back to the basics, man.
It's your boy Ju for two.
It's your boy Luck, man. We back with another one. It's been a minute.
You know, it's back to the basics, man. We here with G here at Fresh Break Prince.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get right to it, man. So yeah, basically, how everybody start the show, everybody introduce themselves, man. You gotta let the people know who you are and what you do.
How you doing, y'all? I'm Eugene Donald, owner of Fresh Baked Prince, 10 years in business.
Congratulations on being open 10 years. And, you know what I'm saying? Opening up a new shop. That's big.
Thank you.
But going back to the beginning, you know, I know you started with Kevin's Clothing, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
way back. I just posted something about that today.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So you feel me going all the way back. Like what made you get into entrepreneurship? You know what I'm saying? I know you started at Western and stuff like that. Like, so you took the school route. What made you not, you know, go into the job force, stuff like that, and actually become an entrepreneur?
So really, the entrepreneur stuff started when I was a kid, probably like 3rd grade, 2nd grade. More on some like damn, I'm supposed to be looking at y'all or the camera.
Either one. Yeah, just chop. We just gonna chop it up for real. We gonna chop it up for real.
So it was more like in school, I used to always sell candy. I was a nigga who had the hot Cheetos, the juices, all that. I was a nigga who used to run it up. I used to come back, re-up. My mama would fuck up my money, talking about she need to take 50 out of there. I'd go to the store, not get my Sam's Club back. So I started doing stuff like that. And like 3rd grade, and then I got caught probably like 4th grade. They sent me a letter home. I called my mom and told me I couldn't do it. Started back up again. And then the teacher was like, Gene, you can do it, but just don't get caught. Like just do it in my classroom. Like I respect what you're doing. I understand what you're doing. Like it's in you. And that's how I really started. From there, I started, I was into fashion and shit. Like 10th, I want to say 10th grade, 9th grade, and 10th grade, I had got a little job at Athlete's Foot they had to do like a little internship. I was there for like 3 months. And I was getting all the shoes, and that's when I realized the importance of relationships. So I was meeting a lot of people. The people who worked at the store, they introduced me to a lot of people. I was able to like buy and sell shoes on the outside. So like say like one of the hottest jobs we had was like, I remember the Aqua 8s. Mm-hmm. So the Aqua 8s, I think our store had got like 30 pair. And I worked out a deal with the store owner, like, let me give y'all 25 plus, and I was selling them at school for plus 100. So I was getting 75 each, and I was getting it. We had got our shit like super early, like 3 weeks early. So I was getting into people 3 weeks early, and they just was able to keep their boxes. Like the boxes had to stay at the store. I just take the shoes there, and like I pick up your box on the release day or the day after type shit. And once I realized the importance of networking and knowing people, I decided I wanted to go to college because I was like, shit, it's a lot more people.
We say,
yeah. That's a lot. Like where I was from, I'm from Southfield, so the city, like it's kind of like Detroit, like suburban. You know how Southfield is. So the shit that you can see, like I seen a lot of rich shit and I seen a lot of poor shit. And like all my rich people friends was like, they parents, they was all entrepreneurs, like getting a lot of money, big ass houses. They was all entrepreneurs. And then I had like hood rich friends, and all my hood rich friends, like they had lot of bit of money. So they have like Escalades and stuff, but the cars wouldn't never match the cribs. Like everything wouldn't flow. Like my rich friends, I seen their parents, them niggas, the cars match the cribs, match the jewelries, match the vacations, match the everything was like times 10. Yeah, I was like, damn. Sure. Then I see like my hood family and shit. I was like, dang, they got Vets and Escalades. And then I go to my rich, like Southfield friends family. I'm like, man, this nigga got a fucking Lamborghini in this bitch. Like, man, like what the fuck, just chilling, like in the car, in the crib, chilling. Like I done seen some crazy shit. But once I got to know them and seen the bigger difference, I realized like most of them was entrepreneurs, and they used to always go to events. They used to always dress up. They used to always play the part. So I knew for me to get to that level, I wanted to explore more. So I started off at Ferris. Yeah, I went to Ferris first.
High school you graduated from?
Southfield High.
Okay.
Yeah, 2010. I started off at Ferris. I wanted to be a pharmacist. I get to Ferris, and that shit was crazy, bro. I thought, like, you know, coming from Southfield, like, I thought we had to get dressed. Niggas coming hopping out of Porsches and shit, and flip-flops, busted white tees and shit, and you be like, damn.
Yeah.
What y'all niggas, like, what y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And then you get to meet them, and they be like, oh, shit. We just got a couple chicken farms. I'm like, y'all got chicken farms? Like, niggas, like, y'all really doing eggs? And they like, yeah, bro, eggs a big industry. I'm like, man, like, my mind was just like, boom. But
I don't know how much stuff you can
it's
make
so
money
much
off
stuff
of.
that you can make money off of, bro. It was crazy just meeting people and just, like, talking to them and seeing, like, what you want to do and, like, what your parents do. Because my favorite question is, like, what your people do? Like, how the fuck you get this? I know I don't see you out here selling no weed or nothing. Like,
What you got going
what you got going on? Like, so then from there, when I was up there, I went there to be a pharmacist, and I got in, like, this pre-pharm program, and I was in there like, nah, I ain't fucking with this. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Like, I wanted to do the business. So I transferred from there. I went to Western, and I started at the clothing line, Kevin Clothing. Once we started that, I did that with my boy Tay and David. Once we started that, we used to sell a lot of shit, have a lot of events. We was down there like a party clothing line because we used to have big ass house parties, and it used to help sell the merch. After I stopped doing that shit, well, I ain't stopped, but after I started doing the merch, people used to ask me, like, where you get your stuff from? And I was going to, like, Northland to get my stuff. And I sent people to Northland. And then one day I was like, my man was like, yeah, we just went to Northland. We spent like $1,000 in that bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what y'all get? And my boy was in the frat, and they had got like some frat t-shirts. And they're like, yeah, good looking, bro. They looked out for us. They only charged us $1,000. I'm in my head like, damn, that nigga like $1,000. Oh,
That's supposed to be my thought.
man, you feel me?
Real shit though.
So I went back up there to Northland. You know, back in Northland, I forgot the name of the place. They had all the machines out. You could see them. Like, so I just went in there, took some pictures, and I found that shit on the internet. And I ordered. It was like a vinyl cutter, and a heat press. I ordered a vinyl cutter and a heat press, and then I had the relationships already with the frats. And they started sending me the stuff, and I'm like, damn, you got a $600 order, you got $700, a $13, a $200, a $60 one, a $20 one. I'm like, fuck this Kevin shit, dog. Like, this shit, like,
for real,
I'd rather print people stuff. So I ended up doing that for like a year, from like 2013. No, it's like 2013, 14. And then like the end of 2014, I was like, I don't want to do this school shit no more. I'm like, man, dog, I can make way more money if I was printing in the city, because I got my people out here. I can still get these jobs, and I know more people in the city. So that's when I ended up opening up the first store on 9 Mile and Coolidge in 2015, May 30th of 2015. We opened that bitch up, and I bought a machine because people used to always ask me, like, after I do the t-shirts and said, like, dang, you do banners, you do stickers, you know where I could go. And I kept sending too much money out, and I'm like,
Yeah, you just
I'm like, no.
everything else.
Like, no, I can do the banners and the stickers. So I started sending it out. I ended up connecting with some people who gave me some good prices. And then I was just putting my mark on it. And then I ran that up to buy my own equipment, and then just kept same shit over and over again. But now, transpired to 10 years from that, I built my business off of outsourcing. So everything I did was, at the beginning, was outsourcing, because like the shit we do now is, the equipment is expensive. Should be $200,000, $250,000, $300,000, $40,000. But to get to those numbers, you gotta kind of already had a job. So when you actually make that commitment, it ain't like, oh, we doing this new service. It's like, oh, we doing the same service, but now we can do it faster, and your margins be a lot better. If that makes it, do that shit a lot better. And then I went from doing all that outsourcing, trying to take whatever I can. I wouldn't really say no to nothing. And so now I'm just more, 10 years later, I'm more into like a niche market. Like I like the event printing. Like I will do like some business cards. I will do like the stuff that we got the equipment for, but what I like is strictly event printing, because you can have like 10 to 20 event planners who need $1,000 jobs every weekend. From all across the city. I do stuff for Pontiac. I do stuff for, I just did some shit for that Tyrese concert. Like it's always an event. It's always a party. It's always a baby shower. It's always something that needs event printing.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to specialize in. But I still will do like the other stuff. I do some t-shirts. I do this. I do that. But I really like to focus on the events, and I'm really trying to narrow it down, like from like this 10-year to like 12-year. I'm really trying to narrow it down to like buttons and keychains. That's my new thing I want to do. Like that's my idea for growth, like the next couple of years.
Buttons and keychains?
Buttons and keychains.
Why that?
My mentor told me like the money and a long time ago, talking about the money in print is doing shit that everybody can't do. So everybody could do t-shirts, everybody could do flyers, because everybody outsourcing now. With Canva, it's a lot of graphic designers and stuff, so everybody outsourcing. So nobody, you can't, it's not too many places where, I've been in the industry for, I'll say 15 years, and there's nowhere where I could think of where I could go get a keychain today. I can go online and find it, but like local is nobody local who like, I got keychains, you can come get a keychain. Even with buttons, it's people who can do buttons, but not like custom cut buttons. Like say you want a button with your face on it, or a rest in peace button that just say rest in peace and gold mirror acrylic or something. There's nowhere that's like specifically made for that. And I want to hit that target real hard and do that online too.
So is it like do you notice, is it a heavy demand for that right now? Like, have you been in this where people come to ask you?
It's not a heavy demand, but you can create the demand. So just like I created like the demand for the event printing, I can turn like all the people that I do got underneath us right now, like graphic designers, freelancers and stuff like that, and say, hey, you can offer this product and people don't have this. Because right now everything in print is like, what's new? What don't people have? What can I do to make my family reunion better? Like obituaries is obituaries, but obituaries with a pen of like a QR code to see live photos or a person's face with their dog, like custom cut more than just like the old traditional circle one. And the same thing with a keychain. Like, y'all got keychains?
Nope.
Would y'all want some keychains with like a significant other or somebody who died or rest in peace? Like, yes. It's always something. And then when people die, people don't care about spending money. So say it's a fundraiser for a family and they die and they like, we got the buttons for $5. Y'all gonna support?
For sure.
Easy $5. We could sell it for $2 and the person can make $3. So now it's just like we helping the family and spreading the product out. And that's what I really like to do, is like become a plug. I like to become a plug for sure.
I want you to speak on something you just said. A lot of people who do business, that go into business, they kind of, you said something about creating the demand, but a lot of people shy away or don't go into certain things because they're like, oh, it's not a demand for this, so I don't know if I'm going to make that money. Just what's the mindset behind this? Having that mindset, like, I want to do this, I could create a demand. Like, what goes into that? Like, what's some of the steps you got to take to check? Because that's something that's hard to do. I ain't gonna say it's hard to do, but you really got to know what you're doing. Like, I could create a demand for this. You don't gotta
creating a demand is just showing you an expert in it. Like, if you ever Google something, like, it's always somebody looking for something. The demand is like, let me see, say like, it's literally always a demand for something, whether you don't know how big it is or not. Like these ceiling tiles, right? I'm like, I want to sell ceiling tiles. I'm like, niggas ain't trying to get no ceiling tiles. Like, not the niggas you know. You got to go get to some builders who they building that shit on 8 Mile of Greenfield right over there at Costco. Y'all seen all that new stuff?
Yeah.
They need ceiling tiles. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out who actually needs that product. And if it's a new product, who could get it to the market faster, more than just yourself? And That's why I like to deal with the freelance graphic designers, because they can get the product to market a lot faster than just me.
So I had 2 questions. You guys spoke on mentor. You had mentor,
Yeah.
right? So the biggest thing about it, like, what's the biggest advice that you got, like, from your mentor or from anybody? The biggest advice, like, that you would give to someone starting out, just in any type of business. And then 2, how big is, like, information and knowledge you think people don't know about, like paying for information and going out and really seek to that?
So the biggest information that my mentor gave me was, he gave me a lot of information, but the one that made me the most money is do what other people can't do. So go into those markets where it's not a lot of competition. Like right now, like back in the day, weed was an easier sale because it was illegal. Now it's like, bro, you competing with every stop sign on fucking 8 Mile right now to sell some weed. So just not being fearful or going into markets where it's not a lot of competition. It's still a safe place. Like, just don't fear small markets, because small markets, you can still pull a lot of money out of small markets. And then big markets is always big players. So like right now, weed is a big market. You're going up against a lot of real life companies that got decades and decades of experience in marketing, right? So it's more than just the product. It's more like the business, the hours. They got a location. It's always open certain time. They got better price and they understand the business more.
The whole infrastructure.
The whole infrastructure is better. They can see which weed is better. I used to smoke. I stopped smoking though. But a weed company be texting me like, hey, we got some new stuff. Like, they used to do that back in the day, but like not like right now. I'm pretty sure anybody hand to hand in weed is a lot harder.
For sure.
Unless you already had that, you know.
Still, but now it's convenience. Like if you had a line that's going crazy and niggas move, because you know everybody moving to the suburbs right now. So say you stayed in the city on like 7 Mile or something, and you had that little area. Most of the people then moved.
Yeah.
Most of everybody I know then moved from the city. So now it's like, shit, them niggas is going to what's local. Like, niggas getting off of work now. Like, I need to get high. I ain't going back to the city today.
Nah, for sure.
So, damn, did I answer your question?
Yeah, no, that was the biggest piece of
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. What was your second one?
And then it was the information, like people not really knowing how big information is, and
buying information.
Yeah.
So I got a love-hate relationship with pay for information, because I think a lot of people be unqualified to give out information. It's like, it'd be like a lot of people on Instagram be like, oh, I can teach you this, I can teach you that, and they do all this cap stuff and be like, oh, I got a Ferrari, or I got this, I got that. And it's more of them selling it to you than actually being like an expert in the field. So I agree with it. You just gotta talk to other experts. Like, say you're trying to cut hair and somebody like, oh, I'm giving you haircut tutorials by my ebook. Talk to an expert and be like that's not selling. Like, hey, what you think about him? Like, you think you know haircut, and what you think about this product? Like, man, ain't no nigga getting no $1,000 a haircut taking his time to make an ebook. That shit don't make sense. He might as well just cut the hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
For sure.
But I didn't bought some mentorships for sure that were actually great. So I gotta love, like, it just depends on the person who you buying it from. Are they selling it to sell it and hit a lick, or did they really create a good program for you to actually benefit from it? So I'm with it and I'm against it.
So I guess my question for you, can you give us a moment where, like, I don't even like to call them mistakes, but like something that went on in the business where it taught you a valuable lesson.
That shit every day.
That perspective, you gotta take it back to the basics. That's how we look at that shit.
We got a moment that on the show we call like, in your journey in business, where did you have to take that back to the basics?
Back to the basics, as in like what? Like,
so that's like, I like to say when things start to get overcomplicated, you gotta rely on the fundamentals.
Yeah, for sure.
No matter your craft, no matter what you're doing, you always gotta go back to the fundamentals. Like, all right, look, We hoop shit.
Yeah.
I gotta work on my jab.
Yeah.
I gotta work on my pump fake. I ain't scoring
shit
that
going
bitch
left.
for real. Yeah.
I know where I'm going. So
I gotta get back to this for real. So it was a moment in business where like it was starting to get shaky, but then you got to learn that valuable lesson from all right, let me go back to the basics, refigure this shit out. So what did you learn from it?
So I had a moment in history where I had to get back to the basics when learning how to lose, right? Growing up, it just taught me how to lose because my parents always allowed me to lose. Not like forced it on me, just like, oh nigga, you ain't make the cut for this team, nigga. It ain't the end of the day, get better. So like I had an incident in Atlanta where I lost my store. I couldn't it was like during COVID when nothing working for me. I couldn't get supplies. I was like, oh my God, dog. I just spent all this fucking money out here. This shit ain't fucking working. People ain't spending money right now. Like this was the worst fucking time in the world to do this shit. And then like getting back to what y'all said, getting back to the basics, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. It's time to go back home. Like I know at home I can shake. I got a better network and my bill's gonna decrease. And at home I get more support. I can get more people to help promote and navigate and connect me with people who still moving to get some stuff done. So I say my going back to the basics is more like going back to the home base, the home team, and understanding how to get back in that, like when you feeling low, just surround yourself by people you love to get your head right, to get back ready to take over.
100%.
That makes sense, yeah.
Do you feel like the Atlanta situation, do you feel like that was the right idea, wrong time? Is expansion in another state, another city, is that something that's still on your mind, or you kind of like chill with it?
I think it was just the wrong state. It's the wrong state and the wrong time. What I learned about Atlanta is the only benefit of my business being in Atlanta is pickup, right? But I realized Atlanta people don't care. Like they like super high efficient millennials, and them niggas shop online. Like in Detroit, niggas ain't really shopping online. Niggas just like,
For sure.
damn, I need this today. You know what I'm saying? like fuck all
Don't send me to the
online.
website,
Yeah, online you can wait 7 to 15 days and get shit dirt cheap, right? Those niggas in Atlanta was like calculated niggas, like super smart, super intelligent, pre-planned, and I don't think my business model could compete with a lot of online shit because it'd be like the weed shit. Big ass fucking print shops like Vistaprint. Vistaprint will give you whatever you want for $10. So I think they do like 1,000 business cards for $8. I still don't know how the fuck they doing that to this day.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? And you can make it on their website. You can put your logo, name on that. And when people tend to like that stuff like that, it kind of fucks up what we do because it's like we more like family owned, come in, let's have a relationship. But in Atlanta, it was more like, nigga, what's the price? My event in 2 months from now, like, I don't really care if it take 10 to 15 days. Like, that's cool. And once I figured that out, I was like, Atlanta really not the market for us based on the people. The people super smart, super educated.
Self-aware is big.
They super self-aware. They super pre-planned, bro. I never seen no niggas that's pre-planned as Atlanta niggas. Now, you got some
For sure.
who don't give a fuck, but most of them niggas be like, nigga, I can get this on Amazon. I'm like, man, Amazon take 2 to 3 days. Like, nigga, my shit in 3 weeks. Like, damn. They might like this in the city. They baby shower tomorrow. They trying to get some shit today. Yeah.
So just having the so that's a good leeway into my next question. Like you being in the print shop lane, how do you compete with the digital media? Because we go into times now, AI getting heavy. Like you said, you brought up Vistaprint. Yeah. It becomes that, like you said, that competition base. So like, how do you stay competitive with that?
So that's why I just pivoted. I like to do shit where, like, events. African American events, black people events. You can't, it's certain shit you can't get shipped. The cost of shipping too high. Like, say that thing right there, say I printed that thing behind y'all. You got to do freight shipping on anything that's like 3 feet by 7 feet. So freight shipping automatically mean you got to have an 18-wheeler pull up. 18-wheeler pull up, they ain't competitive no more. You got to spend $80, $90, $100 on just the product getting to you.
Right.
Now it don't make no sense. So just pivot into a space where there's margins and not so much big retails in the space of event printing. Because Vista Printing do the business cards, but they not gonna do like no life size cutout. I haven't seen
Nah,
those yet.
I'll be honest, they ain't doing all that.
Yeah, no. So just pivoting, bro. Just seeing the market, seeing the trends, and being like, all right, we gotta. If we don't go this way, we gonna be out the game. And I think I'm good at that because I just don't fear to pivot. It's like gotta just not fear to pivot.
Staying up on game is big. Staying up on information. So, how are you able to scale from 5 to a 6-figure company? Basically, really starting out of the trunk at the school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
How are you able to get so big and work really so quickly, bro? Because a lot of business fail in 1 to 3 years. That's on statistics. So to stay in 10 years, business 10 years, that's impressive for us. And then how were you able, to get to the point where you at?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like this shit was fast. It feel like this shit took all day because like I ain't really make no money until like year 6.
Being patient, really staying down.
Yeah, just learning, bro. Like I had no customer service experience when I used to like do the shoes and shit. Like I wasn't working there long enough to learn. My biggest thing when I first started was like, shit, get them niggas their money back. Like I ain't about to deal with no headache for no $200. I already got real problems. I'd rather just give them their money back, and I figured out that was some bullshit. Equipment, learning technicians, learning fucking white people, because the white people sell the equipment, and as soon as you get them 30, 40,000, they treat you like you nothing. Like at the beginning, when they trying to sell you something, Gene, how's it going, buddy? Just following up. Woo woo. As soon as you shoot that wire, oh, I'm sorry, I've been so busy. I'm gonna shoot you an email. Like everything like drastically changed. Like, oh, my machine not working. Oh, I'm so sorry, we so busy. Like, you trying to buy a new one or you ain't trying to buy a new one? Oh, I'll see if I can get somebody out there. Like, just understanding the game and the way people treat you when they don't have nothing to gain helped me grow the business a lot faster. Because now I don't buy machines based on the companies. I find local technicians and I say, hey, can you fix this machine? And I build a relationship with them. Like, say, like, this machine A, it's a good machine, but they out of Atlanta. So that means every time I got a problem, they got to put a nigga on the plane. I got to put a nigga on the plane. I got to pay for his room. I got to get him a rental for him to stay here for a day. Then if it's a real problem, I got to order a part. I got to pay for the part, pay for the nigga a room another day, then send them back to the crib. So once you look at all of that, it's better to have relationships with a technician in my industry more than a certain or a specific machine. And that's how I feel like I grew like these last 4 years. I got some real good technicians that would come after hours, Saturday, Sunday. But I make sure I always tap their hand so I know whenever they call them, I'm like, oh, this annoying ass nigga. They be like, Gene, what you need? What you need? I love when I see your phone call, bro. I got somebody else. I'm putting them niggas to the back. I'm on my way to you. So just understanding like that part of the aspect of keeping the people happy, even your employees, like keeping the people who keep you going happy. That's probably what's made me last so long and continue to have growth.
Yeah, so relationships, like that's the biggest thing. Like we like the biggest thing we own. It's like treating people how you want to be treated. You never working for us or nothing. We working together. Even if you come in to work with us, like we working for you as well. So like that's the biggest thing I took out of that. Is like you saying relationships.
Nah, for sure.
You scale the quickest and the biggest and stuff. Yeah.
Shit. Like I said, just listening to you talk, telling your story, I peeped how you was real big from the jump on vertical integration. That's something that a lot of people not even aware of how to control the certain, supply and demand chain in certain aspects of their business. Like you said, you started off with the t-shirts. Now you got all these people coming to you like, oh, where you get this printed off at? So you sending people over there, you like, hold on, let me hop in this other chain, control this. Yeah. So just learning how to do that, like you did that in the game early, but that's the right mindset to have when it comes to scaling and growing in business in general.
I agree.
Cutting the middleman out at the end of the day.
Got to. And like the main part that I liked about it was like just being able to, like when you send those jobs out as well, you still, dang, we said something. I'm trying to remember what we said.
Staying resourceful.
Yeah, staying resourceful. Like send it out as a company grows. Somebody might see you doing something on Instagram, like, yeah, I could do that. And the people will still come to you because right now, people are buying on two things specifically, a person and price. And
yeah, facts.
The higher, the more money that you make or the more valuable your product is and your customer base tends to go up. The more high value customers you got, the more it's more about the person than the cost. I had people who was like, Jen, you're a little higher than such and such, but shit, fuck them niggas. Like, I'm coming with you.
For sure.
And
you buy from people.
You buy from people, yeah. And just being a people of the people and giving, like we about to have our 10-year anniversary. I made a post on Instagram and I was like, shit, I need some sponsors for my 10-year anniversary. Don't forget all the favors I did, niggas. My DM flocked of what you need, bro. Whatever you need. I'm starting getting Cash App. I had a customer pull up with a couple $100. They comment on my shit like, I might pull up with a couple $100. Your print shop been so good to me. So just being a people of the people is another, like, I feel like a growth hack as well.
Because I got a saying, I tell people all the time, like, people don't support you because of what you do. They support you because of who you are.
No, for sure. 100%.
If you want to get out and sell lemonade on the corner right now, you would probably have people pulling up like, I might gonna grab some lemonade.
I might gonna pull up on Gene real quick. Yeah. I know it's gonna be some girls over there. They got that lemonade. Like, you might as well just go over there, pull up and go get some lemonade. I got the same lemonade as somebody else. Or somebody else got some better lemonade. You be like, no, I'm just going with my man.
Don't mess with bro.
With my bro, for sure.
So I had a question, like, how, if you, I got two questions. I want the first question. If you had to give us a master sales class in a minute or something like that, what would be the biggest thing in sales that you would give us?
I give it a cheat code. Sell something that everybody else ain't selling. That's it. You gonna find the customers, like just like the ceiling tile. Like, bro, it's always like, it's niggas making $1 billion off of nails, screws, drills, windows, lights, fixtures, desk, paint. Like, it's so much stuff that you can sell. Like, go into a lane and become a master of the craft, and you won't even have to become a master of sales. You just got to become the go-to, and experts respect experts, because everybody need an expert. Like, when you sick, you ain't just like, well, sometimes I be getting sick sometimes. I call my girl like, hey, what is going on? But when you sick,
yeah,
you're not going to it. Like, say my son was sick before, right? We were trying to figure out if he had autism or not. I wasn't going to a doctor. I'm on the internet, like, expert autism diagnosed doctors. And once you present, man, that motherfucker doctor that was the expert, he had a year waiting list. And I'm like, this nigga getting so much money, bro.
For sure.
Because he took his time out, became an expert, and his expertise shows in his waiting list. Like, damn, bro, a year? I gotta wait a year? The whole year? Guess what we did?
Waited that year.
It was the expert. We talked to some niggas in between who got different opinions, but we like, nah, we gonna talk to dog. We talked to dog. That nigga said, man, your son cool, bro. He just got a speech problem, bro. He sent us to an expert speech person. I ain't even double checking. When I was like, dog said that this was the expert, but this expert. The expert was like, "Oh yeah, did your son get his tongue cut when he was young?" I'm like, "Yeah." They was like, "Not supposed to do it. A lot of doctors don't know that. You're supposed to cut it later because something about your tissues got to grow in your mouth so it can heal better. You got to stretch those muscles." Some shit they was saying, and now he doing way better than what he was. So it's just like actually like becoming an expert, bro. The advantage of actually becoming an expert is really the master sales, I think. In my opinion, you become an expert and people know you for that. People like people look at me as an expert like, "Gene, I know you don't do this, but where can I go to get it?" When I send people places, they don't be like, "Oh, let me second guess." Like, no, Gene said it. He like as good as go. Yeah, because they know I've been doing it for 15 years. Like it's good as good if Gene said do it. And he probably already know if they good. He know if you're looking for a good price, because when people ask me something like, "How much you trying to spend?" and I'm gonna send you there, or do you trying to get the best work? And then that's people be like, "All right, bet."
I heard you. And then my second question is, so once again, like being in business 10 years, obviously your motivation obviously went away 1,000 times.
Hell yeah.
How did you stay, like, because this wasn't even a passion for you?
Yeah, no, for sure.
So how did you stay the course? And like, that's what I'm saying, to get to 10 years, like what was some steps, or what was the feelings or processes? Like, what did you do to stay in business for 10 years?
I'd say not get embarrassed. Not let people control you, not let people's ideas control you. Understanding that it's like my path, my way. So when stuff get bad, I don't just be like, "Oh, fuck this shit, I'm about to go do something else." Like, no, it's just like, all right, come on, what can I do to make this better? Because I seen it done before. I know people that's doing it at a high level. VistaPen ain't about to crank, so why I'm about to quit? What can I do differently to change something more than just like coming to a problem and saying like, "Oh, this is too much"? Because I got a lot of entrepreneur friends, even like Cam. We always talk about our problems. Like, "Damn, dog, I did this shit. I done lost the drone and this shit." I ain't never Cam lost a drone somewhere. I'm like, "Damn, bro, you got another drone?" He like, "Hell yeah, nigga, that drone make me money. I gotta, I gotta keep it going." Yeah. So just like really, just like staying the test of time and becoming back to that thing I was saying, the expert, and becoming an expert is growing. Like I could tell, like y'all, how many episodes y'all did so far?
We were literally just probably like third, close to third.
I'm about to say about 20 something.
Yeah, I'm about to say you said third.
No, I was about to say like I was at 30.
Based on like I done did a couple interviews. Y'all feel prepared. I don't feel like y'all just freestyling. Y'all listening. Like y'all got skin in the game. Y'all got like expertise that's building y'all to come. How long y'all been doing it for?
This is our second year.
Second year, yeah. So like y'all growing. I'm pretty sure y'all be like, even like these mics and shit. Like I never seen no sweet mics like this. Like even like the stuff that y'all doing, I can tell that it's not a hobby. It's like, yo, y'all take this shit serious. Y'all got notes. I keep saying you going through your phone like, all right, let me make sure I don't hit these points. You like a master memory nigga. You probably be like, she like, I got it, bro. I got it. Like, so just becoming that expert, and I'm pretty sure y'all done had problems and stuff like that. 100%. It just gotta just keep fighting through that shit. But still, just becoming that expert, bro. Like becoming that, studying people. Y'all watch other people's podcasts, I'm sure. Look like, oh yeah, you see how them niggas did that? I'm pretty sure y'all shoot it to each other. Like, man, look at this, bro. We could take this. We got to. That was a great question. Like, just studying other greats and shit, bro. Just to get that expertise, bro. That's my favorite word today. Just that expert.
For real.
That expert, bro. Just that expert.
I literally be sitting down doing homework.
Yeah, bro.
Niggas don't even be knowing that exists.
You got to, bro.
Like, if I ask somebody who was it, they're like, "Who the fuck is you talking about?" I'm like, "Man, this nigga one of the ones."
One of the ones.
People.
Gotta study people. That's another a hack.
That's
or
a cheat
trick,
code.
A cheat code. This nigga got 100 million subscribers on podcasts. What did this nigga do?
Yeah.
Man, what?
Success leave clues. We gotta pick them up.
I swear.
So I do I got my little skincare business. I do.
Yeah, I done bought some stuff.
And
from you before.
yeah, my nigga. But I've been studying. That is a good little swing spot, right? Shout out to the sponsors while we at it. Shout out to Lucky's Oil. Shout out to Clubhouse. There's only us. Money Intangibles. We got it all. We got it all. If you buying, we supplying. That's all we saying.
Yes,
Need
sir.
some? Hit us up. My boy, the taxes.
Oh yeah,
Don't forget the
life
tax.
insurance.
Life insurance. My
Life
bad.
insurance.
Life
Oh, yeah.
insurance.
Get your life insurance.
I got my policy. That shit working out for me. Get your life
Oh
insurance.
yeah, he just checked his gross value too.
Yeah.
Over a year, my boy done earned $1,300 by literally
Just
insuring his life. That's
Insure
money
your
he's
life.
earned.
Insure your life. Young niggas insure your life. But Bex was that. Yeah, so I've been studying like L'Oreal, and they like #1 cosmetic
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm
industry in the
missing
world.
it.
But they cold as fuck. So I'm looking at their business model. They learn how to diversify and like unify at the same time. They got different markets in every part of the world, and they call that shit universalization. So they buy all these like small brands that's already in different countries, Asia, all that. They had to buy their brands, come work for us. So we got a brand in Africa that's catered towards people. We know what they need in Africa for their skincare. Boom, we buy this brand that's working out there. Y'all up under our umbrella.
Yeah.
Boom, we got somebody in China. We know what y'all look for out here. So they like, nah, we want to make everybody feel included while excluding at the same time. So I do my homework on them.
Yeah.
I'm like, niggas really be cold.
Yeah, niggas be cold, bro.
Bringing in biz. Niggas be cold.
Be
For
cold.
real. For real, for real.
And another thing that we gotta learn as blacks is the people we competing against. Like my the building I was at on 9 Mile. It was a company over there. I don't want to say which one it is. He was just giving me some game. He was like, Gene, you're doing a great job for this to be like your first business. He was like, are your parents entrepreneurs? I'm like, no. He like, is anybody in your family entrepreneurs? He like, I'm like, no, it's really just me. My uncle got a barbershop. It's me and my uncle for real. And I'm like, everybody else got a job. He said, bro, you're doing a good job because I was able to scale and grow my company so fast because my daddy was an entrepreneur, my granddaddy was an entrepreneur, my brother entrepreneur, my uncle entrepreneur. He like, we got, our tax guy is 3rd generation. His granddaddy was a tax guy, his daddy was a tax.
That's
So it's
cold.
like so much game that we getting. And not only do we get that game, we get that network. So that tax guy, they whole generation just specialize in tax shit and getting codes and they expertise it. They go to events, they stay up to date on it, they network in their community, they network with other experts that do this shit. So we always got the best, we always got a better advantage because of our network. And I'm like, damn, bro.
That's deep.
Yo, granddaddy was a motherfucking a fucking entrepreneur, nigga. Like, nigga.
Man, we weren't even thinking about that. Like that's the
Man,
new
you
word.
feel me?
Yeah, first generation entrepreneur.
First generation entrepreneur, bro. And then we get the game and we pass it to our seeds.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of, because I hear a lot of complaints about entrepreneurship, about like small businesses and customer service. And it's like, bro, y'all know where we come from. Like, we had a hard time dealing with each other in school, and we trying to figure it out. Like, just be patient. Like, we the same niggas that was fighting on the playground and at the malls and at the gyms, and we trying to change our lives and be adults, but we come from environments where customer service was never really taught. It's just an idea, and people think like, you don't know how to do customer service? No, not really. I never studied it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a different perspective.
I'm learning along the way.
Yeah.
I'm learning along the way.
I never. You studied the podcast. You studied like what you gonna do when somebody send you an email about something not being right, talking crazy, or even in your face talking crazy. Like,
It's a whole different ball again. For real.
I had a customer tell me, why the fuck they motherfucking business cards only got one side they printed?
That's what you paid for.
So, first of all, I had to like let that shit go through my brain and process like, why is this nigga talking to me like this, right? So then you gotta be able to understand that part. Like, first, that's a freeze. Like, Hold on, sir. Let me check the receipt and see how I can help you. I pull up the receipt, I print it out, I show him like, boom, you selected one side only. Well, why the fuck y'all ain't called me and see if I wanted the other side? I said, oh shit.
Right.
I said, sir, if you look down here, we got a quality check option, and you said no quality check, print my file as is. Why the fuck would y'all add that stupid ass button? Y'all know we don't know what the fuck we doing? Oh my God, bro. I'm about to leave y'all a bad Google review. This is stupid ass shit. This why I don't fuck with black businesses. I'm in my head like, bro, I'm about to rock this nigga shit, bro. Because none of this shit makes sense. And then just understanding understanding people, bro. And understanding what you're good at. I was like, after that, I hire Mama D. Mama D do all the customer service. She answer the phone, she do the emails, like getting people in position to do stuff that you bad
That
at.
is the biggest thing.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Covered like your so-called weaknesses or stuff like that.
Definitely, she been a blessing. She can't do it. She'll come back with a problem. I'll say some shit like, that don't make no fucking sense. Why the fuck they think they getting 10,000 flyers and they pay for 5,000 flyers? And then she'll come back and tell them and explain with them and be patient with them. We'll get a 5-star review based on just how she handled this shit. Yeah, Cam, me and Cam, we was terrible with it, bro.
But no, that's one thing I noticed about you, bro. You really self-aware of like yourself. And
Gotta be.
Like being an entrepreneur, that's one of the biggest things you have to be. And like you also not scared to pivot.
Yeah.
Like you're not necessarily not scared to fail, but you really not scared to go learn anything.
Yeah, no, for
That's
sure.
the biggest thing I've been taking away from you also. Like, yeah. So, but out of that, like coming up on the 10-year anniversary, what you got coming for that? What is
So I'm gonna make sure I send y'all the invite. Cam just whipped everything up for us, man. We gotta put that flyer out. We have a 10-year anniversary. We're gonna have it here. We're gonna do a pop the balloon. I want to do something fun and like professional, like a pop the balloon for entrepreneurs, right? Like that's like one of my favorite shows. Me and Cam, we was watching. We drove to Tallahassee to go get a machine, and we was watching that shit. And he was like, "Dog, this shit is so funny and entertaining." So we're gonna do that, have food and drinks, and that's May 31st. And then I want y'all to come through for sure.
Oh, we're pulling up for
Y'all
sure.
might as well do a podcast there. I'm at all the entrepreneurs there.
Yeah, we'll pull up for
That's
sure.
what we do.
Yeah.
All the entrepreneurs gonna be there.
Pull up.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
here.
fresh baked prints.
Yeah, it's gonna be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We really taking this shit back to the basics, man.